I went on 2 dates in 24 hours and they were both so fun. Come along with me. So date number 1, we went to an axe throwing center. It was super fun and I actually beat him. Well, actually he won 1 game and I won 2. He brought me sunflowers, which was super cute. Afterwards, we kept the fun going and went to this bar that had a bunch of games. So this was my first time going axe throwing or doing anything like that, and it was actually a really good time. We played beer pong with a couple that was there and we completely annihilated them. I hadn't played beer pong in years, so that was really fun. On to date number 2. This is usually more my vibe. We went to this really nice Italian restaurant. I love the decor and ambiance here. This is a perfect place for a solo date. The pizza was absolutely incredible. You know you're bougie when you get pear on your pizza, but you have to try it if you like sweet and savory. So you have to pass this fairy garden in order to get to your car, and it's so pretty. You can have dinner out there as well, and it just looks so magical. Afterwards, we walked across the street to have a post-dinner drink. It was pretty lively for a restaurant at 10 p.m., which was really nice. My date brought me a bottle of wine, which is my favorite, 10 out of 10.
I went on 3 dates in 24 hours. Date number 1, Saturday to PM. We got drinks, then went to a museum. Had a blast exploring a new exhibit. Me attempting to show you my outfit. Date number 2, Saturday 8 p.m. Upscale dinner date, my favorite type of date. Food was amazing. We got quite a few courses. This was a vegetarian chicken so freaking good. One of my go-to first date dresses. Classy and elegant.
Number 3.
Date number 3, Sunday 1:30 p.m. Brunch datey with my fave contender. Fed the birds, it was so cute. I always wear white on dates so I can subconsciously make men think I'm their bride. Date number 4, Sunday 8 p.m. Solo date. Took a nap, then went to...
First things first, let me make this extremely clear. Women should date. If you want to date 10 dudes in a day, you do that. You want to date 20 dudes in a day, you do that. And I'm not sure if the sound was playing because some of those songs are copyright. So you may not have heard the sound on there, but you guys can read. The thing with this is when you start using these dates as entertainment or foodie dates, which is what it seems like she's doing, which is what a lot of women do in terms of entertainment. Now, me personally, you're not going to pull out a camera when we're at dinner, especially if we're at a first date or even if we're at any other dates. You're not about to be pulling out a camera and doing all this stuff like this right here, or having a camera set up, vlogging to use as content on your TikTok. Anyway, for you guys who don't know, you guys see her. Her name is, she's a TikToker that goes by the name of Mer Better, right? She's based out of Miami. And one thing about women, I get it. Explore your options. You're young, you're gonna date, you wanna get your cheeks clapped. I'm not saying it necessarily equates to that. But if you just want to keep dating and just using guys for that, for entertainment, which a lot of people see it as a way just to pass the time, and the guy who you're really giving the cheeks up to doesn't do any of this. And I say this over and over consistently in a lot of videos. The guy that she's really letting handle his business isn't doing any of these things. Should women go on multiple dates? No issues at all. But I was reading some comments that were posted on Instagram in reference to her. Some people were clowning her. Some people were saying that this girl is funny. This is really sad. She's going on dates by herself. And I guess she responded saying that it's weird that people think that she wasn't going on dates. So some of those comments, which I do agree with some of these comments, they're kind of spot on. Dates these days aren't indication of romantic interest, just personal selfish gains. If you're not using your head, these women will use you for their entertainment. Buddy is spot on for sure. This is what dating is. I need people to know and learn this. Also, don't get mad when you find out that person is dating other people. Your ass ain't special. No fellas, you're not special. If that's what dating is, that she's single, she doesn't belong to anybody. You guys are gonna say she belongs to the streets, but she can date. Do your thing, baby. By all means. Fellas, and this is why you don't apply pressure. You wasting all your good dates on chicks who go out with 4 dudes a week. Find a female who actually likes you. Well, that's when you determine on that first date. If you're really into her, you determine on the first date if she's worthy of going out on a second one or taking her out on a second one. No, it is what it is. You don't know the history of every woman you're dealing with, guys. You just don't. You don't know if that woman went on a date before you or if she's going on a date after you, especially if you don't go home with her. Women got plans, bro. Women stay busy. Their phone is never really dry. I'm going to be honest. If she did actually have 2 dates, I'm doubtful. She didn't do anything wrong. She's allowed to get to know different people to find out who she's compatible with. True. And she's allowed to do whatever she wants anyway, even if she's using them for foodie dates. Because this is what women do. Women do use men. A lot of women look at men as entertainment. Entertainment and free food. You have to entertain me. Your Highness, how can I entertain you? I'm the jester. How can I entertain you? And that's how women look at it. Like, even with certain women, the burden is on you in terms of conversation. If you're dealing with a woman where you're always the one conversing or coming up with topics to discuss, that's a one-way thing. Who really wants to be with somebody like that? The point of dating is to get to know new people, to suit or be suited, and hopefully build a connection. This is why this generation is so hurt, bitter, and miserable. No one likes anyone, definitely not getting to know one another. Poor mentality in pockets. Poor mentality in pockets. She could have just said poor mentality, Peggy Bundy, instead of saying pockets. Maybe some guys don't have the money to take you where you want to go at. It's where he wants to take you. That's what it's about. If he's taking you on a date. Fellas, remember that's where you want to take her at. She literally doing it right. Just because you go on a date doesn't mean you're exclusive to one person. I have something to say, which I'll cover that in a different video. Women want exclusivity from you a lot of times, even if she's dating, but she definitely wants to exercise her options. And women will exercise their options. Keep that in mind for sure. When I was seriously trying to figure out the kind of man I wanted to date last year, I went on 3 dates in a day. I highly recommend it. Of course, the more attention, the more a woman feels wanted, she's going to do stuff like that. And that's why women flake on you a lot, because they do have a guy, or maybe she'll go with the best option. I've done that before. I did a video, which I'll probably link it here, where I got flaked by 2 single mothers in one day, but I was going to go on 2 dates. It's not uncommon to go on two or 3 dates. Just me. Going on 2 dates in 24 hours isn't bad, but making content like this out of it is kind of rude to the people that took you out. Yeah, that's a sucker who allows her to do that. If you're getting to know me, why are you recording this stuff? To compare to the other guy later on because you can't remember me? Nah, we're not. You're not about to pull out no phones. Just my thoughts. Do all the dating you want. Go on multiple dates. Into your heart's desire. You're single. Do your thing. Get to know whoever you want to get to know. This is the modern woman now. This is how she's doing. So you guys just have to get used to it. She's not a church girl at home doing Bible study alone and things like that. Those days are over with, guys. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Should women be going on multiple dates in a day? Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps us support the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And stick around for the next videos that's going to pop up on the screen below. And that's where I'm going to see you guys at. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50.